Hey, what's up guys, it's your boy DrDeez. We are back with another video. So I made a video a few days ago and I appreciate all the love and support that you guys are giving me. You guys definitely fuel the fire and make me want to keep coming out with content, and DrDeez appreciate you. But one guy actually left me a comment. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. Alright, this one right here. My guy Omar Romero said, "Where DrDeez tier list? Who are your top clappers? Do you have a double clapper? The clapper of the month? Need more DrDeez content? Keep up the good work, LOL." Let me just say, I appreciate that. You actually gave me the inspiration to make this video right here because I gotta give the people what they want. And honestly, I think that this would be for a good video. So this video is actually going to be the top 10 booty clappers on my account. And when I say booty clappers, I'm talking about the guys that I like, my favorite heroes that I utilize the most. So it took me a while to come up with this list because I was really putting some thought into it, but I could do a bunch of honorable mentions. I mean, I have so many heroes on my account that there's a lot of guys that I'm leaving out, but at the same time, I'm just going off of my favorite heroes, my top booty clappers. And a lot of you guys might not agree with my list, but that's the beautiful thing about opinions. Everybody has one. So let's go ahead and get this show on the road. So as we can see, for all of you guys that are seeing DrDeez for the first time, you guys probably don't know the heroes that I have. So let me just go ahead. I'll go through this quick. All the ones highlighted are the guys that I own. So let's go through this. Look at that. A lot of booty clappers. A lot of booty clappers in here, guys. Even epics. You know, look at all those guys. I actually have every epic, I believe. Then, you know, we got the Legos right here. They don't really bless me with Lego Lords. I only have 3 of them: Aracha, Yoar, and Torador. Those are the only 3 Lego Lords I have. Hopefully my luck changes on that soon, but I just don't get blessed with them. I really don't. But I got all these guys. We come down here. I got all these guys. I mean, man, I have a lot of unowned guys, but a lot of these are ancients and lords, so it is what it is. We come down here. These are the healers, all right? So we're going to start it out at number 10. And at number 10, we are doing a guy who isn't really a booty clapper himself, but he can take the booty clapping. You know what I'm saying? We talking about a defender, one of the best defenders in the game. I use him for almost everything. We talking about my guy Brokir, the little man himself. If you have Brokir and you have not built him out, you better get on it, because I'm telling you guys right now, I know a lot of people don't get excited for defenders, but Brokir carries my account in a lot of ways. I mean, honestly, he could probably even be higher on this list, but you know, again, I put a lot of thought into this, so I thought that he was perfect at number 10. I knew he had to be on this list, but you know, number 10 was a perfect spot. Keep in mind, his talent grants physical damage reduction and magic damage reduction. This is actually 10%. He's granting it to the adjacent allies. Let's go, giving them more survivability. That is awesome. But it gets even better. When possessing freeze, grants physical damage reduction and magic damage reduction instead. And when you first read that, you're thinking, he's granting the same thing. That don't make sense. But it's because it goes from 10% to 30%. Let's go. That is epic. That is awesome. So he has freeze in his kit. And then on top of that, he gets a second chance at life. When you do kill him, he turns into a little ice cube. You do have to have a healer heal him up, but then he gets a second crack. I mean, this guy is definitely one of those guys that if you're running into him, it's going to take you forever to kill him if he's built right. So Brokir cracks number 10 on the list. Let's go. And at number 9, we have one of the guys who is one of the biggest booty clappers on my accounts. He's a fighter. He can hit ground units and he can hit air units, which makes him very versatile and very good. Again, as I'm doing this list, just keep in mind, these are my favorite heroes. So I know I have a lot that I'm probably going to miss, and some people might be like, this guy should be higher, but this is where I put him. So at number 9, we have none other than my guy Arrogance right here. I mean, what more can you say? He's just the ultimate clapper of cheeks. This guy will absolutely booty clap anything in his path. I mean, he's a madman. And look at this range. This is an awesome range for a ground unit. He's got 2 blocks to the right, 2 blocks to the left, 2 blocks in the front. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that, guys. And again, like I said, he can hit air units, he can hit ground units, he has burning in his kit, and he also just does a huge amount of damage. I mean, this guy definitely carries my account. I use him in almost everything. I think 9 is a good spot for him, but honestly, you could even make a case for him at 1. That's how good he is. Me personally, I do have him at A3, so there is that. I mean, him being A3 definitely helps, but at the same time, even if you have him at A0, you didn't pull any other dupes of Arrogance, he's still going to do a fantastic job for you. So Arrogance cracks number 9 on the list. And at number 8, we actually have a healer. I know I said a top 10 booty clappers list, but you can't keep the booty clappers alive without one of these guys right here, and they bring a bunch of support. And if you have this chick right here, she's going to carry you in a lot of phases of the game. At number 8, we have none other than my girl Eloin right here. So Eloin is one of those heroes that she can heal. She has really good healing. She's going to heal the whole squad. It's AoE heals. That is very, very important. Then on top of that, she can cleanse. Honestly, before Simra, cleanse wasn't as needed as it is now, because Simra, you have to cleanse when he drops the poison, and it just makes Eloin that much more valuable. But the best part about her kit is the fact that she restores rage. Let's go. I mean, this chick is the ultimate support slash healer, and she will help you advance in a lot of content in this game, and she cracks number 8 on the list. And at number 7, we are keeping it in the healer section, so just keep in mind, this chick has a better range than Eloin, and she restores rage a little better than Eloin. I think we all know where I'm going with this. We have none other than my girl Hollow, and let me just say, you do have to build her attack speed rather high because she is single target healing, but if you build her out correctly, she is going to help you in almost all content. There's not a single piece of content where you can't use this chick right here. I mean, she has the ultimate kit, and her rage restoration is no joke. She's got the best range in the game. The only 2 people that get to enjoy this range is my guy Vortex and my girl Hollow right here. And you know, there's not much to her kit, just know she restores rage and she's got one of the best ranges, but she definitely had to make this list. And at number 6, we are going to the Marksman. This guy has an awesome range too. Out of all marksmen and mages, he's got the best range out of everybody. Anybody that's played this game for a long time knows exactly where I'm going with this. We got my guy Setram. Just know that this guy is the ultimate clapper of cheeks. I mean, he just deals a massive amount of damage. He also has a little bit of CCs, a little bit of stun up in his kit. Then the bad thing about his kit is that he does go into overloaded state after he does his ultimate, but his ultimate does a nasty amount of damage. I mean, it is an OP ultimate, one of the best ultimates in the whole entire game, but he does have to self-repair himself after. And then on top of that, we have his range. I mean, he's got one of the best ranges. Actually, scratch that. He has the best range when it comes to DPS. No DPS has a range like my guy right here. He can reach everybody on the map. He will help you in about everything, just because he can reach everybody, and he does a massive amount of damage, and he does a little bit of stuns. I mean, he's got the ultimate kit, and he cracks number 6 on the list. All right, guys, we are getting to the nitty gritty. We are in the top 5. Let's go. So at number 5, this man, everybody gets him for free. He is a defender. You guys already know where I'm going with this. It's my man Olag. What makes my man so special is this passive right here. If he did not have this passive, I probably wouldn't even use him. This is what makes his kit so nasty, guys. Every 12 seconds, cast a shield that can absorb damage equal to 50% of max HP. You know what that means? You just build him in a lot of HP, and basically, he doesn't even need a healer because he's going to keep proccing the shield, and he's going to keep staying alive. I mean, it does not get much better than this man right here. Of course, you will eventually need a healer. He's not indestructible where he's going to stay alive forever, but at the same time, he definitely has one of the best survivability when it comes to defenders. And me personally, whenever I need a defender, it's probably Olag first, and then Brock here second, depending on the situation, right? And if any of you guys disagree with Olag being number 5, you go ahead and leave a comment. I'm going to have some words. I'm just kidding. Hey, feel free to say whatever you guys want. If you guys disagree, if you guys agree, go ahead, hit me with it. I love to hear everyone's opinions, you know? So let's go ahead and go on to number 4. And at number 4, we have a fighter. We have a ground unit. Unfortunately, she can only hit ground units. She can't hit air units, but she's still one of my favorite heroes on my account. I use her in a lot of phases of the game. till this day, even though she is getting power crept, she's one of the top booty clappers when it comes to single target arena, and we got none other than my girl Valyria. Honestly, if I had Gon or I had, what's his name, Valderon, if I had either of those guys, she would be that much more nasty, but this game doesn't bless your boy Deez with Lego Lords. Come on now, that's crazy talk. But she's still one of my favorite heroes, guys. The thing about Valyria is you got to be careful when popping her ultimate, mainly because during her ultimate, she cannot be healed. And on top of that, if her health bar hits 0, she has unyielding and she will stay alive, but right when the ultimate ends, she will die. But I mean, you can use her in a lot of phases of this game, and her best use is for single target arena. I mean, she is an absolute stud for single target arena. Honestly, I kind of want to switch her gear around. I've had the Glacier set on her for a very long time, but I think it's time to upgrade my Valyria. I'm going to see what other sets I can use on her and maybe even do a video on it. Yeah, Valyria cracks number 4 on the list. And at number 3, we go to the Marksman. Let me just say, this Marksman right here, I actually pulled him on his banner and I was blessed. I was so happy that day. I normally don't pull banner heroes because, like I said, Moon 10 doesn't do your boy Deez like that. They always do him dirty. But we got none other than my guy Cratch. I mean, what can I say? Cratch is one of... I'm just kidding. I'm joking. Come on now. We know Cratch isn't going to crack the top 10, but we got Yoar. And the thing that I like about Yoar is the fact that you can actually use him for DPS. He does a good amount of damage. I'm starting to get him to average out on Nightmare 4 Guild Boss. I'm getting him to average out about 50 million in damage. That is respectable for a guy that is a lord, because we know most lords are not usable. We just use them for their lord skill. The fact that he actually pushes out a good amount of damage, it's kind of nice. I'm not going to lie, it's really nice actually. I mean, his ultimate comes back so quick, and keep in mind, I only have one marksman in Guild Boss. If I had multiple marksmen, then his damage would go up even that much more, mainly because of his flying swords. So these flying swords, every extra allied marksman on the field increases the conjuring speed of flying swords. When there are 4 extra marksmen in battle, the conjuring speed maxes out, reaching 1 flying sword every 2 seconds. The more swords he has, the more DPS he does, and ultimately the more booty clapping my guy's going to be doing. I mean, this guy's awesome. He looks awesome. If we're going off aesthetics alone, I really like these swords, how they're flying around him. It looks kind of cool, right? If we're going off aesthetics alone, I mean, shoot, my guy might be number 1, but I got him at number 3. And honestly, I lucked out with this guy because this guy has just helped me out a lot more than I thought he was going to, but he cracks number 3 on the list. And at number 2, come on. If I'm in the healer section, you guys already know who it is. I mean, this chick is god tier, and she is an epic, probably the best epic out there. We got none other than my girl Dolores. I mean, who doesn't like a little bit of inspiration? You know what I'm saying? This inspiration will turn a booty clapper junior into a big tier booty clapper. And for those of you guys that don't know what it does, it increases attack proportionally to the caster's attack. So you definitely want to make sure her attack is very, very high. While the effect is active, other buffs affecting the inspiration will not take effect. Additionally, the caster is immune to such buffs. Long story short, inspiration is one of the metas in the game, and Dolores is one of the most used epic heroes in the whole entire game. You just can't do a video like this and have Dolores out of the top 5. I mean, she is a big time must have in this game, and on top of that, her range is absolutely nasty. I mean, look at this range right here. It's a beautiful thing. You could catch everybody and give them a little bit of inspiration, inspiring the whole team, making them clap harder. Dolores at number 2, you can't go wrong with that, right? And at number 1, you guys already know what it is. You guys know the business. I am going to go with my guy Silas. I mean, Silas is one of those guys. He's basically a cheat code. This guy is a cheat code. This guy will carry you in every single phase of the game. And if you have Silas and you're watching videos like a DrDeez video on my guy Silas, and you're like, huh, my Silas isn't booty clapping like on these content creators videos. There's one key to unlocking his true potential, and that is his bond skill. Without the bond skill, he's just a booty clapper junior. Let's not kid ourselves. He does a good amount of damage, but it's not like anything off the charts. He gets absolutely nasty when you pull Valyria. When you pull Valyria, he unlocks this bond skill, which gives him the fullest potential to his power. Obtain hero Vierna, excuse me, let me skip that part. During the effect of Shadow Cloak, soul sniping deals 100% extra damage. This right here makes him the ultimate booty clapper of all booty clappers. So the thing that makes him so good is, first off, the Eye of Curse. Eye of Curse, he will inflict Eye of Curse and he's going to do more damage, 50% extra damage to targets, which is a beautiful thing to have in a booty clappers kit. But then we come to his ultimate. This is what makes him awesome. Damage increases by 60% and each attack becomes soul sniping. And keep in mind, her bond skill, soul sniping deals 100% extra damage. Okay, now we talking. So 100% extra damage with this ultimate right here that ignores the defense and magic resistance of the target for 15 seconds. Mind is blown. I mean, come on now. I think everybody knew that Silas was my number one, but if you didn't, now you know. Okay, so that's all I got for tonight's video. Just wanted to go over that top 10. You guys let me know what your thoughts are. Do you guys agree with these? I mean, honestly, this is kind of who's on my account, but this was just my top 10 on, you know, my favorite heroes in the game, right? The guys that I utilize the most. I could have thrown Vierna, I could have thrown in Hatsu, I could have honestly thrown in Komet as well, but they were on the outside looking in, so we'll give them an honorable mention. But that's all I got for tonight's video. You guys have a great rest of your night, and thank you for making it to the end.